Good morning, TIs. It is 8:08 a.m. on 4/11/2017. And after a night of much better rest, but still EMFing at 3:30 in the morning to interrupt, of course, my most important sleep between 3 and 6. I'm still a little under the weather, but much better. We had really great news yesterday. I can't give you the particulars because every time I give particulars or share anything publicly, my programs end up being stolen in one way or another and then used in whatever strange and odd ways that people want to. But at the end of the day, as long as it actually helps all of us, I'm okay with it. So what I just wanted to say today is that the good news has to do specifically with an approach that I have taken here on behalf of myself as well as other Florida targeted individuals. And it is an approach that we're going to be rolling out in California, Michigan, Illinois, New Jersey, oh, Alabama, Ohio, and a few other places. So what we're doing right now is putting together what is basically a core group within each state to initiate this program in every state. And honestly, if we do this correctly with 50 to 100 people, I'm pretty sure the majority of us will be delisted within a 3-month period. I'm serious. And we'll have also in writing that we've been delisted, and hopefully we can get out of them as much as possible to be able to save the evidence for prosperity purposes, or posterity or prosperity. But we'll see step by step. But yesterday's event was a very positive one, and we saw a major stand down. We still had pulsing last night, but not as bad. But it's all going to be turned off, and that's all. So please contact us as immediately as possible at core, CORE, the number 8, the number 8, the number 8, miracles at gmail.com to join this effort. We are still following up with the UN as well as the media, but after consulting with some very serious people in the media for 2 months, it was made clear to me that we had to actually establish our credibility and our integrity before anybody would seriously use CORE as a resource for reporting, because people know this story has to be told. It's just been manipulated uh, through controlled opposition really badly or really well for a decade. Um, in addition to that, the letters I've spoken about before, the Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, as well as a few others are going out today and tomorrow. And we are going to take that sabbatical until we raise enough funds to be able to get into a safer space. If Florida becomes a safe space, we'll stay here for now because that's the bottom line. And if we're delisted, then I will be able particularly to start businesses from the internet, and then I'm fine. It's just been 6 years of torpedoing my businesses and basically completely shutting all of my abilities and life events and actions down, which, as true TIs know, is exactly the way these programs go. About true TIs, I just want to make one last comment. True TIs want to be delisted immediately. The horrors of what they have gone through are simply too much, and it's been too long. People who in any way, shape, or form postpone the event of delisting are not, in my eyes and in my perception, true TIs. I say that because, sorry about this, Sophie. Um, I say that because, so come on, stop, come on, sweet, go, 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 go. She's really not supposed to be on the table anyway. Um, So don't be dissuaded by people who are giving you extended timelines on getting things done or are naysayers. It's not true. As I've said, as of January 18th to one purported member of our community in Europe, uh, we just needed to do this the right way. And we're seeing results, really positive results already. I mean, seriously. So, um, again, I say to every single true TI, just be very careful who you give your support to, because the controlled opposition in this community is vast. I mean, it may actually truly be 80% of the community, which is mind-blowing to me, but it's possible because, you're talking about a 21st century Zerzet song, and this is their baby. This is it. This is the totalitarian rollout. This is the humanist agenda in the extreme. So of course they're going to allot enormous resources to the protection of this. And so it is highly possible that 80% of our community is really controlled opposition, and that includes the leadership. I'm so very sorry to say, but truly. And the leadership that is true and who's been taken out because they've actually tried to do something, I thank them forever for really trying for the past decade and being so shut down, because I so get it. I mean, I so get it. And my programming was only very intense in the last 6 years, which is enough. I mean, I've been destroyed. I'm going to have, once this is all said and done, I'm going to have to go to a cleansing place and like detox for 3 months to a year and just like recalibrate. I mean, that's how much damage has been done to my tissue. And I know all of you who are true TIs know exactly what I'm speaking of. So it's really great news what happened yesterday, and it wasn't from an easy source. This was God's work, honestly, um, because this good news and this act of support has not. This wasn't from an easy source. In fact, I would have to say that it's a source that's very close to the folks who rolled out these programs in the last 40 to 50 years, maybe the last 80 years. It's good. It's very good. And so when we approach folks who are much more inclined to be supportive of us and to help us get delisted and to get as much information as we can get via the Freedom of Information Act here in the United States, and the its opposite, its cousin, in Europe and elsewhere, uh, we'll do this. We'll actually set up a way, and I will have TIs be able to actually purchase this to be delisted and to have the programs truly shut off. I can't tell you how wonderful this feels, because it's been 20 years for me. It's a long time. And I faced some surreal adversaries, and I faced what would be the type of programming that probably would be used to take out, like an enemy spy almost. No, I'm not a spy, but something like that. I mean, my program is out there. So again, thank you for all of your support, for your understanding, for your contributions to Justice Rising. We make the suggestion of $88, a one-time fee, or if every core member could contribute just probably $20 a month until we get this all said and done, we probably would be okay. And of course we can't go to safe harbor, but if we can get the EMF turned off, we've gotten the noise campaigns really shut down. Let's see how long that goes. We might be able to tough it out here until everything gets organized, but then I'm still getting out of Florida, because God bless the place. Honestly, the mainland of the United States is a very dangerous place to be living in right now, and probably will be for the next 10 to 20 years. I'm really sorry to say. So blessings. Thank you again for all of your support. If you have any specific questions on anything, please feel free to contact us either at core, C-O-R-E, the number 8, the number 8, miracles at gmail.com, or at Annie, ANIKASPAR at gmail.com, or at 941-356-8007. Can I ask you, because the phone is so intercepted, email as well, to please don't give up if we don't respond immediately. And make sure when you leave messages on the phone number, the voicemail, that you're very, very clear in your message. It's very important because sometimes we're unable to return the call because we actually can't understand what the person is saying. And I know because so many of us have endured these horrific, directed energy weapon programs. I know, I know. There are many days when my brain is utterly fried, but we have to be able to communicate with each other. So do your really best. And again, send 2 emails. Send one to Annie Caspar and send one to Core directly, and we will be back to you shortly. Oh, last thing for everyone. Please get your documentation in. You must have your disclaimer and your ID in, or you're not a working member with us, period. End of story. We accept no infiltrators, no perpetrators. We only work with true TIs to get them the remedy and the justice that they deserve for so long. Thank you so much for helping. And again, we got a few more volunteers. So anyone who's got some great skill sets to volunteer, please jump right in. Thank you and blessings this day.